Hey guys, K Sneaky here.
Hello,
with my first ever video on the channel, and let's just get straight in. Jonathan Majors' ex-girlfriend Grace Jabari dropped the civil case against him. Now, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Majors, and I first started becoming a fan in 2023 when Creed 3 was released. That's when I caught on to him. I do know he's been in some things before that, like The Last Black Man in San Francisco, Lovecraft Country, and among some other things.
Look at this dude.
But Creed 3 is when I caught on, and I was a really big fan. I thought he did really good with the little screen time that he had, and at the end of a franchise, with the last one being kind of panned by critics as not being so good. Now, what made the case interesting to me at the time was just how it completely derailed his career. I think a lot of people, whether you like him or not, can agree that it derailed his career pretty fast. And this was during when he was just getting hot. This was probably right after Creed 3. He's coming off of Creed 3. You know, he's just hitting a new stride. He's set for some other movies, especially with Disney Marvel. So with a major character getting axed as quickly as he did, and with people liking him the way that they did, you can see how this would be surprising. Now, the main topic of this video is going to be this civil case that was dropped, but I will also be discussing the criminal case as well. Before I continue, I have to explain the difference between a criminal case and a civil case. Criminal cases involve offenses against the state or society as a whole, while civil cases involve disputes between individuals or entities, the individuals being Jonathan Majors and his ex. Now, in December of 2023, he was found guilty of assault in the 3rd degree and harassment in the 2nd degree, which, if you looked at the video, he did do both of those things. But let's take a closer look at what those two charges mean. First, starting with 3rd degree assault. 3rd degree assault: reckless infliction of fear of serious bodily injury or recklessly causing a fear of injury through the use of a deadly weapon. A person is guilty of harassment in the 2nd degree when, with intent to harass, annoy, or alarm another person, when he or she strikes, shoves, kicks, or otherwise subjects such other person to physical contact, or attempts or threatens to do the same, or he or she follows a person in or about a public place or places, or he or she engages in a course of conduct or repeatedly commits acts which alarm or seriously annoy such other person and which serve no legitimate purpose. So you're probably asking, hey, K Sneaky, why are you telling us this? He's already been found guilty, at least in the criminal case. And I would say it's because of comments and posts like these. Her civil lawsuit was dropped. He remains a convicted criminal, woman-beating a-hole in the eyes of the law and in reality. Yet some geniuses here think this somehow vindicates him. One thing, it was a misdemeanor charge. We can already tell he's not an intentional woman abuser. This was just something that happened in the heat of the moment, and I don't think it's right that we automatically label him as some bad guy that doesn't deserve to be redeemed, when even a jury of his peers found him not guilty of intentional assault. So yeah, with that being said, I don't think he's a intentional woman abuser. A jury of his peers found that they also thought the same thing, and I'm glad this didn't totally destroy him and blackball him from the industry. So I just want to ask what you guys think of the situation. Just comment down below. Now, I am going to do a bit of a switch up here and get into another side. It's going to be like a Drake beat switch over here, and just talk about, since we're talking about Kang, right? Jonathan Majors was Kang. my personal history with Kang, since this is my first video after all. So my personal history with Kang didn't come with the original version that was like, you know, from the future and the descendant of Reed Richards and stuff like that. My version of Kang actually came with 2005's Young Avengers. I think that's right here. It was 2005's Young Avengers #1, and the new Avengers was Patriot, Eli Bradley, Wiccan, son of Scarlet Witch, and Hulkling, which was actually a Skrull shapeshifter, which I found out later, which was cool, and Iron Lad, which in the first novel he was revealed to be Kang the Conqueror. Now, me back then, I had a lot of comics, but I didn't have a lot of stuff having to do with Kang. So I did know a type of reveal that he did was basically saying, hey, I'm kind of a bad guy. And so the first comic came out 5 months before my birthday, and I ended up getting it on my birthday. Now, things in life did happen to where I wouldn't be able to follow the story until many years later, when I found out that the original Kang was trying to recruit Iron Lad into becoming Kang, and he did try hard to resist him, but he did end up falling prey and joining with him. Although he did show some resistance by becoming another variant of Kang, which was named Immortus. Alrighty guys, if you liked the video, please comment down below on how I did. It was my first video, so it was a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be, but please feel free to give me some feedback below. This is K Sneaky out.